Friends, in our country, begging was not considered humiliating. Many great people, those who are worshipped in this country, were beggars. Therefore, there is no need for us to feel ashamed of becoming a beggar. We see begging as a means to enhance our quality and go beyond our limits. Along with this, I want to tell you that, friends, begging has been a part of the spiritual tradition in our country. People did not choose their own food. They simply begged and ate whatever they received. It was considered a great honor that a person on the spiritual path stood at your door asking for alms, and you were offering them something. Friends, nowadays, such traditions are being misused. Many people are seen begging for food and money while pretending to be spiritual seekers. They are ordinary beggars. But when people used to ask with full awareness, there was a different kind of potential in it, and its meaning was entirely different. Friends, the question now arises: should we help those who beg? When someone extends their hand before you and you feel that they are misusing the tradition of begging, you can refuse to give them alms. But if you feel that they are doing so out of compulsion to fulfill their genuine needs, then as a good human being you should definitely help them. Just think about it, how difficult it must be to extend your hand before someone on the street. That person is going through all this. Friends, now I will explain this whole concept to you with a very interesting story about Gautama Buddha, so please watch the video till the end. Before starting the video, we have a small request. If you are visiting this channel for the first time, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Friends, Gautama and his disciples constantly traveled from village to village and city to city. Wherever they went, there were at least 2,000 to 3,000 monks with them. All these people would eat by begging for their food. Friends, India is a culture where if a spiritual person comes to your door asking for food, even if your own children have not eaten, you should first offer food to them. When people were like this, whenever they entered a city with 2,000, 3,000 monks, the pressure on the villagers would suddenly increase. So they made a rule that they would never stay in one place for more than 3 days so that they wouldn't burden the people. Friends, only during the monsoon, it was very difficult to walk in the forest because the northern and eastern parts of the Indian subcontinent receive heavy rainfall. Walking through the forest was risky, and many lives would be lost. So this was the time when they stayed in a large city and spread out among many households. Friends, during the day the monks went out to beg for alms. Ananda met a courtesan. She gave him alms, saw him. He was a tall and handsome young man and said, "I heard that the monks are looking for shelter. Why don't you come and stay at my house?" Ananda replied, "I must ask the Buddha where I should stay." She mockingly said, "Oh, you want to ask your master? Go and ask him. Let's see what he says." Ananda went back to Gautama and placed everything he had collected at his feet. Everyone should get food and shelter wherever they needed it. So Ananda asked, "This woman is inviting me. Should I stay there?" Gautama said, "If she is inviting you, then you should go and stay there." Hearing this, the townspeople were outraged. They said, "What? A monk is going to stay in a courtesan's house? That's it. The spiritual process is corrupted. Gautama looked at them and said, "Why are you so concerned? The woman is calling him. Let him stay there. What's the problem?" People started getting up. He said, "Wait. I am on this path because I see it as the most precious and powerful way to live. Now you are telling me that her ways are more powerful than mine? If that were true, I should go with her. As a true seeker, that's how it should be. Friends, if you find something higher, you should go for it." The people were very angry, and of course, many left. Ananda went and stayed with her. The cold increased due to the rain. He had only a thin robe, so she gave him a fine silk sheet. He covered himself with it. When people saw this, they took it as proof that he was straying. She made him fine food and he ate it. In the evening, she danced for him. He watched very attentively. When the people heard the music, they thought he had fallen. Time passed. When the rain stopped and it was time to move on, Ananda came to Gautama with a female monk. This is the power of walking on the path of truth. So friends, a spiritual person begs because they want to let go of their ego. Usually people think that I earn my own livelihood. I have my own money. I have my own food. I have my own house. These thoughts inflate your ego. One day a man came to Gautama Buddha with some flowers. It has been our tradition that when we visit a guru, we take flowers for them. When that person reached Gautama Buddha with the flowers, he said, "Drop it." The person looked around and wondered what Gautama was asking him to drop. He thought he was being asked to drop the flowers. He hesitated and said, "I brought these flowers for you." Gautama again said, "Drop it." The man dropped the flowers. Gautama said again, "Drop it." The man said, "I dropped the flowers. I brought them for you, but when you said to drop it, I dropped them. Now what are you asking me to drop?" Gautama said, "No, first drop your ego. The flowers are not the problem. You brought them for me. That's fine. I will accept them, but first drop your ego." If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.